Welcome everybody back to Q2 Raw. I know everybody been waiting on me for a long time. Ever since I made the last Chris Benoit video, that was my last live that I made. I told everybody I was gonna be coming back soon, but you know how life go. Got a long schedule, but I'm trying to get much YouTube time as I can. But today, I want to talk to everybody about my main man who you see on my pic right there, Bruiser Brody. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about how Brody transitioned into the business, and we're gonna talk about his demise in the business. Okay. Overall, his whole transition and coming through world class. Of course, he went through the St. Louis, Phil Mustick, everybody. But with Brody, what I really want to touch on, what nobody really talks about in the industry, and that's what I'm here about, Mr. Q2 Raw, okay, to give it to you raw and uncut, okay, and the beginning of me is gonna shut down a lot of these platforms that only get their opinions, and opinions is pretty much like what? We all know what that is anyway, okay? On just these weekly new wrestling, like who really cares, I mean, because I'm very in tune with a lot of them. If you go check my NXT playlist on YouTube, you'll see I'm already out here in the field in Florida. Exactly, that's where I currently reside. But back to the topic on hand, okay? We're gonna talk about Bruiser Brody today. Now, Brody was always interested, okay? He was a man that went by the business. He was gonna play by his rules and abide by his game that he wanted to play, regardless of the promoter. And the respect came to him due to his actions that he used to put towards them for even trying to put him in certain predicaments. Now, with Brody, what really changed the industry, I tell everybody today, was not really too much talked about, is that Vince McMahon was taking over in 1984, all the promotions as we know. But with his most prized possession, main dream match that he ever had was Hulk Hogan versus Bruiser Brody. And a lot of people don't know that was the match that was scheduled for the main event for WrestleMania 1 in 1985. But Brody was taking a whole nother approach. He was a true outlaw in the business. And whenever Brody wanted things his way, that's what it was going to be. McMahon talked to Brody. They came to certain conclusions at the business table. But Vince wanted rights to Brody. And Brody wasn't giving rights to anyone at that time. And this is what caused a shift in the industry, is what I'm about to break a lot of more things down to you. So we got to go. Now, 1988, everybody know Brody was murdered in July, okay, by Mr. Invader, okay. Now, you had a few guys in the dressing room. I don't really like to drop names because, to be honest, Carlos Colons and Carlito, everybody, they be down here in Florida pretty much a lot. So I can't really talk about their involvement in it, especially their father, because I personally don't know. But I will tell you inside details of what I do know, okay? So, Brody was also wanted to not only be just an outlaw in the business and be one of the phenoms that he has become, but he also wanted to own a promotion in the business. And he only wanted to start it at owning a certain percentage in the business. Now, down in the WWC, you see, you had Abdullah 10%. Everybody saw the story on the dark side of the ring, okay? While how everybody had certain percentages in the business. Brody was gonna overthrow the business. And in 1988, understand, Vince was still in takeover mode. You get me? So this is where the shifts come. When Gorilla Monsoon had his percentage in WWC then, okay? Follow me, people. And we already know Gorilla and Bobby, man, was doing their thing, primetime wrestling, 1988. Growing up as a kid, I was watching it live all the time. So he was the closest niche to it. See, people have to understand these big millionaire entertainment type business fields. It's almost close to like mafia business. You know, this is what people not really getting and understanding. But it's okay, because I'm here to break just a little bit things down for you. And nowhere in there, I'm just coming off the top with you, just letting you know from the concrete how these things go. Okay? Now, Monsoon's there. Of course, Monsoon's telling him what Abby has, you know, what Veda has, and what Brody's going to get, and then what Brody's about to get. Tony Atlas basically told everybody Brody was about to take it all over. He was. He was going to knock them out, come in with their whole team. Vince didn't want to compete with a person like Brody having any kind of territory there is. So, do the math. You know, we can make sure this and that, and things are done. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people know these certain things like wrestlers, but you would never ever hear them say it on the inside, you know. And we're not saying who did what. You know, I'm just saying people just have to pay attention and just open your eyes to certain light that's transpired in the business, man, since the 80s, because the 80s was my era. So I was there seeing a lot of things transpiring, and then fans like me that really dug deep into the business, you already know the inner links then that's not really spoken about now to this day. So yeah, Vince was wiping out all competition, period. Period. Like anybody, all territory was gone. You know, from Portland, Don Owens, I mean, to the damn Guerreros, I mean, down to Texas, World Class ended up going. And WCCW, that was my favorite league growing up on. I'm a Von Erich fan for life. You feel me? And it'll never change. But Brody was about to be a powerhouse in this industry. And with a McMahon takeover, it's only one thing that must happen. And, you know, everybody could come to their own conclusion and think about it, but it was just more to the story than Vader wanted to, because Tony even told you he didn't understand. Vader was gonna come pick you up. Like, it wasn't too much heat. It wasn't, they ain't had really too much heat. But guess what? If I give you $10 million and I tell you that, you know, possibly I want this person exposed, that's something somebody may think about. That's all I'm saying. Just putting it out there. But R.I.P. Bruiser Brody. I see his son a lot. He be going through it. Still, you know, he still want to find out directly what's going on. But like, man, when you come to people like us that really got heart for the business, it's like a mob game that people be playing. You know, R.I.P. Dino Bravo. You know, he another one. I got one on him on the inside too. I want everybody to kind of tune in on me that one. I'm gonna get more details. The Dark Side of the Ring don't speak on these certain levels of it, but what y'all can do, just follow me, stay in tune with me, most definitely, because I'm gonna bring things to the table that's not even really spoke about on too many platforms, guaranteed. But remember, Hogan and Brody was supposed to have been WrestleMania 1, but they had to go get Mr. T at the end. When them plans didn't go through, he had to go get all these superstars. Muhammad Ali, Cyndi Lauper, everybody. Captain Lou Albano had to go get her. Like, it went crazy. He had to dish out a whole lot of more money that he wouldn't have had to if he had just had Hogan and Brody there in his main event, because Brody was already worldwide. So I couldn't get this one worldwide presence. I gotta go get all this other genres. Like, it's deep. It's deep. But put down in the comments, my next video will possibly be about my Von Erichs. You know, Kevin followed me on Twitter as well. I hear how he doing normally in Hawaii. I touch bases in and out with him. Shouts out to Kevin and his family. Q2 Raw, always gonna keep it raw and uncut. We're gonna try to speak on lanes that's not really touched on many platforms. But keep the support up. Much time as I get on the free time, I'm gonna get down here and talk to all of you guys, and I always try to stay in tune. So my next video will be coming up in 48 hours. So thanks a lot. Give me much support. Q2 Raw. We out.